Imagine never being able to fall asleep again. Not for a night, not even for a moment. Your body begs for rest, but your brain refuses to shut down. First comes the anxiety, then the hallucinations, and soon your reality becomes a waking nightmare. This isn't a horror movie plot. It's a real medical condition. One so rare, so mysterious, and so unstoppable that no one has ever recovered from it. Today, you'll hear the story of a man who knew his fate and chose to become a living experiment before his mind slipped away forever. Fatal insomnia is an extremely rare, inherited prion-based neurodegenerative condition. Its main symptom is the complete loss of the ability to fall asleep. In most cases, it's passed down genetically, though isolated spontaneous cases have been reported. Currently, there is no effective treatment. Symptoms usually appear between the ages of 13 and 60. The condition progresses over a period of 7 to 36 months, leading to a critical decline in the body's functions. The illness develops in 4 stages. Early stage: insomnia begins along with panic attacks and irrational fears. This stage lasts about 4 months. Second stage: hallucinations appear and anxiety intensifies. Duration around 5 months. Third stage: the person completely loses the ability to sleep, accompanied by rapid weight loss. Duration around 3 months. Final stage: the person stops speaking and no longer responds to the environment. This stage lasts about 6 months, after which the body's systems gradually shut down. Common signs include pinpoint pupils, excessive sweating, neck stiffness, and elevated blood pressure. As the condition progresses, a person becomes stuck in a state called hypnagogia, a transitional phase between wakefulness and sleep that usually lasts just a few seconds. In individuals with this condition, the state becomes persistent. Every attempt to fall asleep is interrupted by a falling sensation and involuntary muscle jerks. The most well-documented case is that of an Italian man named Silvano. His first symptoms appeared while dancing with his wife on a boat. He suddenly experienced heavy sweating, and later in the restroom, noticed his pupils had shrunk to the size of a pinprick. Silvano knew that his family had a history of this condition, so he immediately understood what was happening. He contacted researchers at the University of Bologna and volunteered to be studied while still in the early stages. Sadly, his prediction turned out to be accurate, but his decision to participate in research was crucial. It allowed scientists to discover the mechanism behind the illness. The disorder was officially named fatal familial insomnia, and Silvano became the first fully documented case. Thanks to his contribution, researchers found that the illness begins with a mutation in a protein, which turns it into a harmful prion. These prion then affect other proteins in the brain, forming toxic clusters in the thalamus, the part of the brain that regulates sleep. Typically, people with this condition live without any symptoms until their 30s or 40s. Once signs appear, the process cannot be reversed. There's no cure, and medications like sleeping pills or sedatives not only fail to help, they can actually worsen the situation, trapping the person in a distressing state of constant alertness.